Hello friends, and welcome to another video. In this video, we will be talking about updates from around the farm from since the summer that I didn't update you guys about. And maybe you guys are wondering, well, what happened? What happened to the office project? What happened to the Porch project? You know, what happened to all these things that she was doing? She didn't give us an update on those things. So I mentioned these things in certain videos and I didn't give updates what happened because so much things are happening here. Sometimes we just like lose track of all the projects that we're doing here, or something big come about and we have to abandon that project and come back to it in another time. So something is always happening here, so that's why. So it's really, we're really in winter now. We're in the cold minus temperatures. Yesterday was -2. Today's a better day. It's 4 degrees, but it's gonna go down to -1 tonight. So it's cold. So a lot of the outside work has to cease when the temperature goes to the plus, because in the minus it's just really cold out there and your finger just freezes. So like doing work out there for a very long period of time, it's just cold. So today I decided to just take you guys and show you guys give you guys some updates on different projects that we've been doing here. So since I'm in my bedroom and I'm sitting on my bed, let me start from here, because I mentioned in a video, I think that was early last in the summertime, how we was having issues with our bed because we bought a new bed, a mattress and box spring. And when we moved into this house, we could not get our box spring up the stairs because our box spring is made from wood and the staircase is very narrow, and so we couldn't get beds, and even beds, we couldn't get the beds up here, the kids' bed or anything. So we had to buy everything brand new, take it apart and bring it here. And certain of the beds that we had just couldn't fit because the rooms are made in a certain way, and then we have this slanted ceilings, so we have to be careful what's height of things that you put in the room, because then you're going to end up hitting your head on the slanted ceiling. So we had challenges finding the proper furniture to put in those bedrooms. So that was one of the issue that we was dealing with. And so we bought this brand new mattress and this brand new box spring, and we are very disappointed because we loved it. It's very comfortable, it sleeps really well, and we had it just before we moved into the house. And then when we moved here, we couldn't get the box spring. But the mattress, because the way it's made, it's a high topper mattress, and this mattress is made to you could use the mattress without the box spring because it's high. And so we were able to use the mattress without the box spring since we've been in this house, and be sleeping on it without the box spring. And then our bed, we couldn't put up our bed either because our bed is too tall and our head is gonna hit the ceiling. So that was a bummer, and we love this bed and we didn't buy it too long too. So yeah, so we had that. So we've been looking for a while to find like two single mattresses that you put together and it makes a queen size bed. But again, that was a challenge because of the sizes of the mattress that we need to find, because you have a specific space, right? Let me show you guys. So as you can see, our bedroom has this slanted ceiling, and so if you look at how low it is, you cannot see our bed head. This is our original bed, but we can't have that bed because it's too high. And as you can see, this is already touching the end of the ceiling, so nothing can be higher than the bed head. So that was the problem we were having. So we just had to have our bed, like our mattress, just where it is. And the room is made in a certain way that the closets are on this side, so you can't put your bed here. So the room is made in a kind of awkward position. So the only way the bed can stay is right there, because there's no other way. Let me give you a view. So the bed is here, then the door is there. So there's not much place to put the bed. You can't put the bed anywhere except else. Here. The bed could only go here in the bedroom. So that's the dilemma we were facing. And as you can see, like, there's just a little bit of space. We couldn't even put our bed foot here because it's just gonna be in the way. I will not be able to get in his closet. Anyways, so now you understand the dilemma of our bedroom. Now that is over and done with, we finally got a bed in, and we have a really good bed. So I was shopping in one of my favorite country stores. They sell all kind of stuff, beds and mattresses and this and that and the other. And we've been searching for one whole year to find, well, more than that, since we moved into this house actually. We've been searching for a bed for our bedroom, the mattresses, and finally I said, like, okay, if I find a really good frame, and it had to be a certain height, like I said before. So let me just tell you the little story of how I found this iron bed frame. I was searching in one of those stores, and the frames are pretty expensive, you know what I mean? So I was leaving the store, and then as soon as I was leaving, I saw this box laying somewhere where it's not supposed to be, and I was like, what is that? And then it says bed frame, adjustable bed frames to any size, king, queen, whatever. I was like, oh, that's great. And it says iron, but I had the measurement. I said the height and everything, because we needed the bed also to have space underneath it so we can push our boxes. Like, we're gonna make custom boxes that goes underneath the bed so that we can put extra clothes in it, so we have more space for our clothing. But anyways, I called the lady who works there. She's like a kind of oldish lady, and she came and she said, oh, I said, is it $225? Because most of the things are like over $200. They must have made a mistake. And she looked at me. I looked at her. The thing said $25. She said, honey, if I were you, I would just take that thing and go with $25. You can't go wrong. I mean, look at the price of the other stuff. Like, just take it. But I said, I know it's $25. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe, I don't know why it's $25, but all the rest are so expensive. And she said, okay, I'm going to go check. Maybe it doesn't even belong to us. Maybe it's a mistake, and maybe it goes to another store. Then she went and she checked, and she said, it belongs to us. And I don't know why $25 on it, but we can't change the price. You can have it for $25. She checked it. She made sure for the height. The height was the exact height that I needed for the legs and everything like that. And she says, oh, girl, you got a deal. So obviously, I took this expensive frame home for $25. And thank you to the person who made that mistake and put $25, because the customer is always right. So she could change the price. So that is how I get this bed frame, really good quality bed frame. And the only thing is, it needed to have some kind of support on it, like a box spring, or you had to make like a frame to put inside of it. So that's what we did. So yesterday we went to Home Depot and we got some plywood. But again, the plywood was too short because we need a specific measurement for our mattress and the bed. So we bought a plywood. We cut it in half, 80 centimeters lengthways. And then we had to buy, how you call this board? It's like a finish, like a finish. Anyways, a finish board, like thick board that is a finished board to go in the middle. So it has support. So right now I'm sitting on it, and it's let me jump up and down. Anyways, guys, I'm just being funny. But anyways, it's sturdy and it's firm and it works really good. So let me just give you a little peekaboo of it so we can move on to other things. So my husband took hours building this this thing yesterday. So this is the legs, and it's the perfect height, and you can adjust it. This is perfect. Like, the legs are, you can adjust this, make it higher if you want, and that's exactly what it's looking for. And then the frame itself is really good. So all around the frame, it has this thing that's adjustable. It could go to a king size. And then let me see if I can get underneath it. But this is basically under the bed, but it's kind of hard to see underneath the bed. But this white thing that you see in here, this is the part that we had to add underneath the bed. And then, as you can see, anyways, it's pretty hard to see underneath the bed. But if you watch over there, you can see those legs. Those legs are adjustable, so you can go higher or lower. And that's exactly what we've been looking for. So we're really happy about these legs. And they're very, very sturdy. And they're made out of iron. So this is a peek of what it looks like. And this, as you can see, our mattress is just a mattress. It fits really, really snug inside of it, and we're just so happy for it. Anyways, guys, so that's the story of the bed. Now I'm gonna tell you guys the other project, which is the office that I talked about in previous videos, where I work for my skincare business, and we've been working on that a lot, but we had to halt the work because of many things. So let's go down there and I will tell you guys some stuff. So I'm in my office, and that's where all the soap business happens here. As you can see, everything happens here. I just have my exercise equipment in the back there because I like to just exercise, go there, do some exercise when I'm tired working. So anyways, this is my office here, and everything happens then here. We fix the sides lower down, which you can see the table is blocking it. We fix the sides and put insulation in the bottom, and we're supposed to put insulation in the floor, and then we're supposed to put insulation on the other side, which we did, like exactly here where you've seen us. We put insulation in there. Now when it comes to all this stuff here, where you see the plastic is covered here, all these things are windows are supposed to go there. So we have temporary just sliding window things in there that you can take on and off, but it's not permanent. So they're in there, and then we have the plastic over it, so that would give us some extra warmth, right? But we still have to have a heater in here. So as you can see, the entire length of this place is just windows, right? So we are planning to put in those big sliding windows. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 8 windows to put in here, and we need well, we needed a door, so we did get a door. We put in the door, but then because this is like a porch, and the porch is not level, so when we put in the door is not staying properly, and then the insulation that we put in the door was like a bummer to put that in, so it came off, so that we have to fix again. So this house is not, it's an old farmhouse, 132 years old, so it's not perfectly straight, it's crooked, and it just takes a long time to fix things and put it in the way that we want it. But anyways, we weren't able to order the windows. Then we couldn't find, when the pandemic thingy was over, we couldn't find the size of the window. Then we went to a store, which they said they had windows, and we were hoping to find the windows. They did not have the windows, but they have this glass that they told us that we can buy. We went to see the glass, but the glass was a kind of it looks like plexiglass, but it's a heavy glass, but it's kind of cloudy, like it's not clear, and we didn't want that. Plus it was very expensive. One sheet of glass was going to give us 2 windows, but it was like $200, $225 per sheet of glass. So and we need 8, right? So divide that by 2. So it wasn't really worth it. And then if you put the glass in, then you can't open the windows. So that was a thing. We need windows, and we need them to be able to open because it gets hot in here. So anyways, and then right here, let me see if I can show you guys. So right up here, while we are gonna finish up the ceiling, across the leak. So we were noticing that like there was water condensing in one area here. So then we went up on the roof and realized there's a hole in the roof, so that had to be fixed. But when you fix the hole in the roof, you have to leave it because the insulation is already on with the plastic. You have to leave it to see that if anything is going to leak again. So of course you had to wait for rain and whatever, and it was like August by that time, and it rained a couple of times, and we had to look to see if it's leaking and pay attention to it, because if you put the drywall in and it's leaking, then you're going to have mold. So we had to leave it at least a month, 6 weeks to really check. And then it was leaking again. Then we had to fix it and leave it again and check. And then by the time we realized it's good, then it was, summer was almost over, and we were also doing other things. We added a second door here. So it's just one thing to the next. So right now we have the ceiling, which is the plastic is on, but the drywall is not on. We didn't get our windows. We didn't insulate the floor. What we did was add carpet. Add this shag carpet on the floor. So it's pretty soft. And then we add this shag here, which you can't see too well, but this is nice shag carpet, which is soft on the feet. Keeps the floor warm enough. The floor still needs to be insulated because it gets cold in here, and I need to put a heater. The third thing we were supposed to be doing is putting in a wood stove in here, but then we had to find out some information from the city on the location of the wood stove. And so we will have to relocate the wood stove in the area to another area where we basically was not gonna put it because it's supposed to be a certain feet. We definitely will have to walk. We wouldn't be able to put it we would not be able to put in the wood stove this before the winter comes in. It's already winter here anyways. So that's another thing, because we needed to know we already have a wood stove on the other side, and if you're going to put in a second one, it's supposed to be in a certain direction and a certain height. So you have to follow those rules when it comes to your house. This is a rule of the city, and this is a rule for your insurance company. So yeah. So at least we know that. So in the spring we can install our wood stove. But all that being said, I cannot work here anymore in my office in the wintertime because it's freezing out here, even with the heater. So I will not be able to work out here. I can come out here maybe and cut things and take things from here, but most of the things have to be moved from here and put inside my laundry room, which is becoming a clutter area, and I have to work from there with my laundry and with my soap business in there. So yeah, that's things that I have to work on. And I was really trying to not to go back to working in my kitchen, and I guess for this winter again I have to be multitasking and working from my kitchen. But it's okay. We have done a lot of work in the kitchen, so I have big counters now and I have more space to work in the kitchen. So just one more year and then I'll have this area completely done, and I can do all my soap business inside here, everything inside here. So it's just a matter of time and patience when you are trying to fix up an old farmhouse and getting things done. The next thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is my trees. I talked about my trees in garden videos, and I didn't give you an update on the trees that I planted. So I planted blueberries, blackberries, some raspberries, one pear tree, 2 cherries, and a plum tree, a yellow plum. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys an update. So let's head outside in the garden and let's see those trees. So it's another freezing one today, but let's see how the trees are doing. I have not been in this garden all week, and I was supposed to come and trim the trees, but I did not even do that. It was too cold. We was in the minuses. So here we are. This is the garden. Well, this is my compost. And these are the trees. So this tree here is my cherry tree. This is my Hiddenel Felger. Hope I'm saying it properly. Cherry tree. And I was supposed to come and cut some of the branches, but I decided against it because she just put in a lot of branches. Now I'm gonna leave it. But what happened with that tree is she flowers, and I thought I was gonna get some fruit, and then all the flowers fell and we didn't get any fruit. So hopefully next year we will get some fruit. And then here is the plum tree. The plum tree also had flowers and fruit, and now the fruit fell and we didn't get any fruit. So hopefully next year we're gonna get some fruit. But the plum tree did put on a lot of extra branches, so I'm not gonna trim it. This lateral branch is going way up there. I may trim it in the spring. I'm not sure, but I'll see what's gonna happen if it flowers, whatever. I'm not sure. but I just decided not to touch them. And then this is a plum tree. It's a yellow plum, and this is like a rare plum. And I got it from the farm down the road. And I tried buying this plum online. The tree itself for almost $200. I was shocked. There's a farm close by me selling them. They're almost $200 for one tree because they're rare plums. I'll put um I'll put a little picture of the plum for you guys, okay? Yeah. So that's my plum tree. And then I have all the berries here. The berries, they did amazing. They did super duper well. They had berries on them, and we had a lot of fruit. Here in the middle, I had my blueberries. They did flowers and they had one or two blueberries on it, but I picked them off because that's what you're supposed to do for the first year. And then I had some other different, this entire line here is also berries. This line, these rows here going this way are berries. And this one did amazing. She was incredible. So we got a lot of berries. So that was super duper good. But overall, I must say the trees and the berries that I took from my other property and those that I bought new, they did really, really well. And I'm looking forward for them to bear more fruit in the coming spring. The only thing I didn't get opportunity to do was to give them some good compost before this freezing weather came in. I was just lackluster this year with that kind of stuff. So as soon as spring comes in, I'm definitely gonna come up there and give them some compost. And this year for the garden, I decided not to till it. I didn't have our neighbors come and till it. No tilling. I decided to do a different sort of gardening next year, more like permaculture style. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that and let the roots take over and bring in some more microorganisms and stuff like that. So the garden is gonna stay just like that until the spring. So these are some of the updates from the from some of the stuff that I told you guys that we are gonna do, and I didn't do it. And the last thing I'm gonna mention is the porch, because I did a video also about the porch, the front porch, and I didn't give you guys an update also about that. Actually, I did make a video, but then something happened to my SIM card and I lost my footage. I lost like 218 gigs of videos. I'm so upset about that. Anyways, cannot be undone. I bought the SIM card, and this SIM card is a useless SIM card. Lost all my footage and cannot be fixed. Anyways, but this is the front porch, and we worked on it a lot this winter to get it in a livable state the way it is right now. And it's winter, so it's not fancy, and it's not going to be fancy again until the spring, because that's where we put our boots and stuff like that. In this section we have wood. We have our wood bin there, which you guys see in another video, and we have to keep that there so we can access wood. This is one pile which we're just starting to build, so we get the wood from there. And we're just running here and put it here, quick and easy. So the porch has concrete at the bottom and it's in not the best shape, so we have two carpets on top of it right now, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity in the spring to just rip it out and maybe just do concrete it again and put some tiles and then paint it. And then if you look here, we have this ugly piece of plywood that we we had to put there because again we went to find glass because as you can see both sides of the porch has glass and we couldn't find the matching glass for it. The only glass that we could find was the not clear glass, was I don't know how to call it. It's like a plexiglass, I think. So we were not able to find clear. Yeah, we're planning to go to the US and see if we can find glass for there. So we put this plywood there. We we are gonna paint it, but then we changed our mind. We just didn't want to waste paint because we bought paint for the entire front porch. We're gonna just paint everything when we buy this glass. So we gotta take a trip to US. Yay! Now that the bottle is open and buy glass. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the door. We installed a door here for the front because if you remember there was no door there. So we did install the door. It was a pain installing this door again because here it's not equal. And when we put the door on, the door was like leaning. It was such a mess to install this door. But anyways, we installed this door and now we have a door that we can actually close and we don't have to worry about cleaning snow out of this porch in the winter time and can't open our door because when it's winter time it's like there's snow everywhere and it's just a mess. So we're happy about this door. So yes guys, these are all the updates that we did for things I mentioned and I didn't come back to tell you guys about it. And I hope in the spring we get to do all these things, but if it's not done, we'll just chug along and continue on until the next year and just continue with many different things that we have to do, fixing up our old farm, our old 132-year-old farmhouse, and getting it the way that we want. So, guys, thanks for watching. Hello to all my new subscribers. I see 4 of you. Hello. Welcome to the community. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And all of you guys who have been there with me from the beginning, thank you. So guys, remember you're beautiful. Think beautiful thoughts in your brain and stay positive. And I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao.